Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Terima kasih diucapkan kepada para pelajar yang menyertai program pada hari ini. Diminta kerjasama para pelajar untuk membuka kamera dan mematikan mikrofon anda sepanjang program berlangsung. Para pelajar diminta duduk dalam keadaan bersedia bagi bersama-sama menyanyikan lagu Bangsa Johor, Negaraku, Wawasan Setia Warga UiTM. Yang dihormati Puan Hani Razaif. Puan Hani Razaif Bolender, General Manager dan Executive Director Dragonfire Corporate Solutions Sdn Bhd selaku penceramah kita pada hari ini. Barisan Majlis Perwakilan Plaza UiTM Cawangan Johor, Kampus Pasir Gudang dan Kampus Segamat sesi 2020 dan 2021 serta mahasiswa dan mahasiswi yang dikasihi sekalian. Kalau pergi Tanjung Keramat, anak manis jangan diangkat. Bersama kita memohon rahmat, moga majlis mendapat berkat. Bagi memberkati program kita pada hari ini, majlis menjemput Saudara Muhammad Nur Azami bin Wahid bagi memimpin bacaan doa.
Al-Fatihah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Ya Allah, Engkaulah yang mempunyai segala kepujian. Engkaulah yang berhak menerima segala kepujian. Engkaulah yang berhak menerima segala kesyukuran. Engkaulah yang memiliki segala pemerintahan. Di tangan Engkau segala kebajikan, pada Engkaulah kembali segala urusan. Allahumma ya karimu ya rahim. Cucurnya rahmat dan rahimu ke atas majlis From University to Employers, 5 Tips How to Impress Employers yang diadakan pada hari ini. Berkatilah ia dari awal hingga akhirnya. Ya fa'alu lima yurid. Kami juga memohon perlindungan daripadamu dari segala perkara yang boleh mencacat celaka majlis kami dan daripada perkara yang melalaikan kami dari berbuat taat kepadamu. Kepadamu juga kami serah segala urusan kami. Rabbana alaika tawalkalna wa ilaika anabna wa ilaika masir. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin, amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Selamat datang dan ribuan terima kasih diucapkan kepada para pelajar di atas kesudian untuk menyertai program From University to Employment 5 Tips How to Impress Employers pada hari ini. Untuk makluman semua, program pada hari ini adalah bertujuan untuk mengenal pasti kriteria pekerja yang diinginkan oleh majikan pada masa kini. Selain itu, program ini juga bertujuan untuk memberi inspirasi kepada pelajar untuk membuat perancangan kerjaya dengan baik dan mendedahkan kepada pelajar dengan kehidupan kerjaya yang sebenar serta trend pekerjaan semasa. Perkongsian ini akan disampaikan oleh seorang penceramah yang hebat dan berpengalaman iaitu Puan Hani Razaif Bolender. Saya akan ceritakan serba sedikit latar belakang penceramah kita. Beliau merupakan General Manager dan Executive Director daripada Dragonfire Corporate Solutions Sdn Bhd. Beliau juga merupakan Certified HRDF Trainer, Certified Virtual Learn Tester Facilitator VLC dan beliau berpengalaman dalam Associate Inspire Group Asia dari Januari 2020 sehingga kini. Dan beliau juga merupakan Principal Career Mentor Career Agility International dari Januari 2020 sehingga kini. Dengan ini, majlis menjemput penceramah kita Puan Hani Razaif Bolender untuk menyampaikan perkongsian beliau.
Okey, terima kasih Fazlin. Terima kasih semua kepada your team members. Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi. Let me just do this.
Selamat pagi.
Okay, so finally kita berjumpa juga hari ini ramai-ramai dalam suasana PKP dan most of us tomorrow ialah akan melalui another 2 weeks of enhanced PKP kan. So be strong guys. Now we need stronger mind more than anything. Ya, apa ni spiritual pun kena kukuh juga. Alright, so what I'm going to do today is to share with you guys beberapa tips. I know that the topic is 5 tips to impress, but I'm going to give all of you extra bonus. Okay, not just 5 tips but a lot more than that. So for the next 2 hours ni saya akan menggunakan bahasa Inggeris, bahasa Malaysia. Sorry, I don't speak French that much, but that's okay. So I can alternate between these 2 languages. So sekiranya you all ada apa-apa soalan pagi ni, boleh kita gunakan beberapa fungsi Zoom untuk pagi ni. So I know that some of you are not familiar with Zoom, but that is okay because these are some of the tools yang you all akan pakai sekiranya stepping out into the world of work later on. Alright, so before I start my session, let us do a few things, okay? So let us all look at our screen. So I'm very sure that some of you are using data, some of you are using Unify, for example, ada yang pakai mobile phone, ada yang pakai tablet, ada yang pakai PC. But here's the thing, using Zoom is going to be more fun for you sekiranya you menggunakan fungsi-fungsi yang ada kat dalam ni. Let us all practice. How's that? Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay. So, screen kat bawah sekali tu, you look at your screen, kat bawah sekali tu you akan nampak beberapa icons. So for me, because I'm using a downloadable punya app, and I'm also obviously the main admin, so I get to see everybody and I get to see everything. But that's me lah. So what you need to see is you punya screen tu kat bawah tu icon yang beberapa tu, nampak icon chat tak? Nampak icon chat? Okay, so click on that chat icon tu dan type hello, selamat pagi, bonsoir, or whatever that you want to type. Mari kita try. Bonjour, good morning, selamat pagi. Okay, good. Ada yang Korean, annyeong, betul ke? Betul
Betul,
konnichiwa.
Korea.
Okay. All right, very good. You are the expert. Now, let us, okay, macam Sima dia tulis direct message. So kalau you all nampak ada, you boleh to everyone ya. Belah kanan tu macam Ma boleh type kepada everyone because I'm not limiting it to just sending a note to me. So you can send private messages ataupun kepada everyone. Alright, so dah bagus. Let's take a look at another icon. Ada nampak reaction button kat belah kanan. Okay, mari kita gunakan reaction button tu. So reaction button ni kita akan gunakan sekiranya kalau you all nak celebrate, kalau nak tepuk tangan sebab you all semua nanti akan on mute. So kalau nak tepuk tangan nanti orang tak dengar, nampak macam action je kan. Dia ada beberapa cara. Satu ialah kita gunakan macam satu sign. Okay, so this is clap. Kalau orang yang kurang pendengaran dia tak guna clap. Dia guna macam gini. Okay, so mari kita guna. Okay, clap. Alright, very good. Now gunakan reaction button pula. Kita tengok ada beberapa button kat situ. Saya nak guna heart shape lah. Cuba guna. Alright, ada yang pakai heart shape, ada yang clap. Bagus. Right on. Ada yang mungkin tidak ada button reaction tu tapi dia ada raise hand. Itu mungkin juga. So if you want to say something, you can raise your hand. And I will try to address you. Okay? Okay, very good. You all semua dah pandai. Cuma kita hari ni refresher. Nice. Now let me just say thank you to everyone. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to share my screen. Let me see ya. Siapa yang masuk awal tadi akan dengar saya punya playlist. Okay, so hari ni kita akan bersama-sama selama beberapa jam, selama 2 jam daripada pukul 10 sehingga lebih kurang pukul 12. Dan kita akan membuat discussion, kita akan berdiskusi ataupun kita akan ada discussion mengenai topik yang to me very close to my heart, yeah, especially because working with young people like all of you is a very it is a personal mission, one of my very personal mission for me in my life. Yeah, from university to employment. This is what we call a transition daripada the world of university, you know, very safe, where you will meet you punya fellow students, you are the lecturer, there's always exam, there's always parents, and some similar excitement across campus, for example, you know, because you're learning something new and all that. Tetapi bila you cross the threshold of being a student and going into the world of work, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things, banyak benda yang you kena tukar. And one of it is mindset. So my role today is to share with you some of my tips and tricks that maybe words of wisdom, I would say, to impart to all of you. And I hope that you ask me a lot of questions. You ask me a lot of questions because it's not every day that I get to see all of you. So please make use of the time with me today to ask questions, you know, be curious. And one of the key success to transit from the world of university to the world of work is to be curious. And don't worry, any question is fantastic question. It's not going to be one of those stupid questions or something like that. I'm not even going to use stupid questions because to me, any question is a good question. Are we okay? Do we agree to that? If you agree to that, please use the reaction button and click on something. Click on the icon. Are we good? All right. You guys are very quick to learn. Okay, so my name is Honey, right? So together with my husband and business partner by the name of George, we co-founded Dragonflyer Corporate Solutions about 9 years ago. I have been in the industry for more than 20 years, to be about 26 years to be exact. So my kind of work has been longer than I think most of your age. In in the room, right? So what's your average age in the room? 21, 22?
21, 19.
19. I remember when I was 19. Okay, so it's not that I wasn't young before. I was just born and came out to be at my age. So I was young as you guys before. But here's the thing. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right? So all of the things that I brought for all of you today encompasses about more than 20 over years of experience, and some of the areas that I would like to say my forte is in the organization development, where I work with a lot of companies to make them more effective. For example, career transition and outplacement. This is one of our core areas. Yeah, change management, courageous conversations, which is basically very specific skills for employees, you know, and also talent and career management. A lot of people they don't know that I used to lecture in one of the local universities, which is University Technology Petronas, UTP, and I used to go there every other week. And I still sit as the Industry Advisory Board for Monash Malaysia School of Business. So my collaboration with university has been really close, really tight for the past many years, and I do understand where young people comes from, you know, their challenges and a lot of curiosity going on. So again, having said that, I want you all to ask me a lot of things today because within the 2 hours, we cannot possibly cover all, but hopefully I may be able to address some of your curiosities, right? Yeah. Okay. Now let's move on with it. I think there is a message somewhere around here. Okay. Oh, there's a right. Okay. So there are 4 things that I want to share with all of you. there are 4 topics: transitioning from university to the world of work. Topic 2 would be, looking for the ideal employer. And we're going to talk a little bit about aligning your job values to job search. So what does it take for you to be in a fit when you start looking for that job search? Okay. So topik number 3 ni sangat menarik, creating the foundation of you, okay, as a brand. This is basically a topic on personal branding. I know that most of you must have heard about personal branding before, but don't really quite understand what is it all about. So today I'm going to give it the Reader's Digest version, Reader's Digest condensed version of what personal branding is all about. And last but not least, topic 4, which is designing your career toolbox, where essentially the tips that I'm going to impart to all of you will sit in. Okay, so in between the time, I also want to make sure that all of you will not just treat this as a lecture or webinar. It's going to be very interactive, so it's going to be a little bit different. It's not just me who's going to do all the work. You guys will be in the session itself. Okay, so it's not a lecture session. Now, moving on. I'm going to talk a bit about transitioning from the university to the world of work. And this is very, very, the facts, or rather the document that I'm going to share with all of you just right after this says it all. Okay, but before that, I want to hear your thoughts, the current challenges to gain full-time employment. So I know that all of you may be from the first year, the second year, or the final year. Now, I want to hear from you in your mind, kan, dalam pendapat you, apa agaknya challenges ataupun kekangan kalau kita melihatkan keadaan Malaysia sekarang ni, keadaan ekonomi sekarang ni, tak kira lah kat dalam negeri kita, kat dalam negara kita, kat seluruh dunia, apa agaknya challenges yang you akan hadapi bila you keluar daripada universiti nanti. Okay, gunakan chat box ataupun siapa yang nak bercakap, you can raise up your hand and we can hear you speak. Okay, so apa agaknya challenges untuk mendapatkan untuk mendapatkan employment, untuk mendapatkan pekerjaan sekiranya kamu dah keluar daripada universiti nanti. So anyone wants to share? Maybe one person? Anyone? Okay, kalau tak mau cakap tak apa, gunakan chat box. Come, type out something. I want to hear your thoughts. Apa agaknya kekangan untuk mendapatkan kerja sekiranya kamu sudah graduate nanti? COVID-19? Okay, yes, most likely, kita tak tahu. Saingan yang hebat, yes.
I think experience.
Experience, okay, I'm taking note. That might be the challenge, experience, okay, lagi. Majikan memerlukan pengalaman yang 2-3 tahun, okay, yes, valid. Communication, yes, lack of skill, very good. Anything else? One more, let's hear one more. I'm looking for one particular thing. So apa yang you all tulis ni betul lah, tapi I'm looking for one more particular thing. Apa agaknya? Come on, think guys, think. You all ni graduates kan? So think a little bit more, Yes, Azira. Self-confidence. Very good. Self-confidence. So I'm just addressing out about the experience. Everyone knows siapa yang keluar daripada universiti memang tak ada experience.
Betul?
Kan? You cannot expect, people cannot expect you to have 3-4 years or 2-3 years of work experience because you are from the university. It's just kind of not, you can't, right? Unless you work part-time. Yeah? But that also, no, that's not it. Lack of skills. Again, it depends. Sekiranya you are required to build a rocket, of course you tak ada skill. But if you are required to do filing, if you're required to do communication things, if you're required to arrange for events and all that, you do have the skills. The fact that the team who puts up this event today, right now, as we speak, is also a skill. What do you need? Leadership skills, time management skills. Although having said about time management too, a little bit not impressive, tapi ada area of improvement, okay? So you need to look at that. Communication skills, for example, you need to communicate with the team members, with everyone else and all that. So all of these are skills, and you need to translate your experience di dalam university kepada resume you. Dan barulah you boleh bercerita. That is the storytelling when you sit in the interview session. Tips satu dah keluar dah pun. Belum kita sampai yang slide yang lain-lain lagi. Okay. So don't worry too much about all your concern yang ini. Sebenarnya boleh di-addresskan. You can actually do this. Alright. So let me just quickly share my screen again. All right, now, please bear with me for next while, okay? Because I just wanted to share some statistics. I'm not here to scare all of you, to scare off all of you. It's just that this is the reality. Memanglah kita takut nak tengok statistics ni semua, but here is the reality check. Okay, so here's the reality check. Every year, close to 300,000 students akan keluar daripada university, close to 300,000 students, and most of them will come out from UiTM. The big percentage will come out from UiTM sebab UiTM kan banyak branches, right? Yeah,
Right.
So close to 300,000 students, fresh grads will come out daripada university. Dan you akan tengok juga ini pun tracer daripada 2018. Ada yang the latest one saya tak dapat confirmation mengenai tracer study ni, but this is quite consistent. Yeah, 1 out of 5 graduates akan remain unemployed ketika tracer study dijalankan. So tracer study ni biasanya dijalankan di dalam tempoh 6 bulan. Selepas you all grad, di 6 bulan dia akan trace what happened to you. You dapat kerja ke tidak, kerja kat mana, berapa gaji, apa benda semua. So dia akan bagi borang lah, you all akan di-interview. So usually within those 6 months ni dia akan tengok kat mana you dah sekarang dapat kerja ke tak. So 1 out of 5 graduates will remain being unemployed, and with the majority being a degree holder, and that's more than half of the fresh graduates yang tidak ada pekerjaan. And I'm very sure with the COVID-19 now, the number has gone up. Yeah, and it is true enough to some of you who cakap tadi, yang siapa cakap tadi banyak competition, which is true. It is a very competitive world, very competitive market, simply because not only that you are competing against your fellow students, tetapi competitionnya juga datang daripada market tu sendiri. Ya, kadang-kadang ada yang dibuang kerja, so that might be your competitor as well. Kerjanya ada satu, yang mintanya 10, and that is a reality check. So you need to make sure you are well versed with all of this information untuk you manage yourself, sebab you kena buat decision ke arah mana dan arah tujuan mana di dalam you punya effort mencari pekerjaan tersebut. Okay, so this is reality check number 1. I also want to share, okay, so this is current. I'm not going to talk about, you know, the global market or something like that. That's a little bit far. You can do your own research, but I want to just focus a little bit more about the landscape of the world of work in Malaysia. So semua pun tahu kan, kita dah lockdown, PKP yang tak habis-habis ni, COVID-19 pandemic yang tak tahu bila lah kita nak keluar kan. Esok dah enhance PKP pula, and it is definitely affecting everyone, not just all of you, but everyone. Okay, so kalau kita tengok yang belah kanan tu, you tengok ya, Labour Force Malaysia first quarter 2021, January, February, March. Number ataupun angka yang tidak ada pekerjaan, cuba tengok quarter 1, 700,000 lebih, 700,000 lebih, itu unemployed. Ya, unemployment rate dulu tu tak adalah jauh pun, dalam 3 tahun 2 tahun yang lepas ialah about 2.1%. Sekarang kita dah naik 4.8%. Double the jump. Yeah. And you will see that the number will rise up again within the next quarter for a lot of reason, because selagi kita ada pandemic ni, nombor ni I can guarantee you it will go higher. It will definitely go higher. Okay, so ini nombor yang belah kanan, kalau you tengok pun dengan yang belah kiri. Okay, so those of you who like statistics and all this will enjoy looking at all these numbers. For me, I don't really enjoy to look at the numbers, but I need to know. Right, so for example, ini something yang agak interesting. Kalau you tengok kan, data ni ialah data menunjukkan employed person working less than 30 hours. Working less than 30 hours. Okay, so kalau you tengok kan, dia banyak quarter-quarter dia tu. So kalau you tengok quarter 4 2020, ini Oktober, November, Disember tahun 2020, dia punya number stands at 3.5, 3.5. Tapi kalau you tengok kan, first quarter 2021 ialah 2.9, ada sedikit penurunan, tetapi number tu sebenarnya tak menarik. Okay, number tu tak menarik. Apa maksudnya employed person working less than 30 hours ni ialah kalau kita tengok average person who is working di tempat kerja dia ialah about 40 hours, satu hari dia kerja 8 jam. Kalau average dia 5 hari seminggu, jadi 8 jam kali 5 hari 40 jam, betul? Okay, so you have 40 hours, right, per work week. Tetapi kalau you tengok data ni ialah working less than 30 hours, bermakna sama ada dia tidak cukup working hours ataupun dia tidak cukup kerja. Okay, tak cukup working hours, tidak cukup kerja, bermakna tidak, dia punya working hours tu tidak dioptimalkan. Ya, instead of working 40 hours, dia bekerja 30 hours or below. Kadang-kadang dia bekerja 2-3 jam sahaja. I know for a fact that yesterday I read about this young boy. Dia bekerja about 90 minutes a day, hari-hari. Tapi dia dapat gaji harian dia sangat-sangat rendah, and data dia ni kita tak tahu nak letak kat mana. So I'm not quite sure. That is just so sad. Alright, so that is the reality of life. So I'm going to ask you all a question. Agak-agaknya kalau tadi saya kata satu hari satu orang akan bekerja 8 jam sehari, dia bekerja average 5 hari, so equate to 40 jam. Tetapi data ni menunjukkan seseorang tu bekerja 30 jam ataupun kurang. Agaknya lah mengapa dia tidak bekerja 40 jam. Come, I want to see you all punya thinking skills. Siapa nak jawab? Sorry, I tak boleh nak bagi hadiah. Cuma I boleh bagi praise je pagi ni. Anybody wants to attempt? Anybody? Okay, kalau tak ada siapa nak jawab, I'm going to pick one of you. Okay, Nurin, SOP kerajaan terhadkan masa operasi. Yes, very good. Very good. Okay, siapa lagi nak jawab? How about if I suggest you all bercakap pula? Impress me. Impress me. Anyone? Can I pick a person? I volunteer lah korang. This is not a lecture room, guys. Okay, I will pick muka yang tercomel kat depan skrin I. Lia. Lia, you want to attempt? Apa pasal agaknya dia 30 hours and below ni?
I thought of the same reason macam Nurin cakap, because of the SOP.
Okay, SOP, yes.
The statistic was in 2020, right?
2021, dia all throughout the quarters of the year. Yes. Yeah. Tapi bagus, good attempt. Okay. Good, thank you Lia. Amirul Hakim, employer want to reduce cost of labour. Yes. Betul, sebab sekarang ni musim pandemik kan, jadi dia punya SOP lah 60 macam tadi ada orang kata dia nak SOP. Betul, SOP tu kena follow betul. So ada juga company yang not doing very well, jadi dia nak kurangkan cost, so dia cut down the working hours dan kurangkan gaji, ataupun dia kerja sama tapi reduction of salary. Ada for example my son-in-law my son-in-law dia punya pay rate sudah di-reducekan kepada 30%. Kerja sama, still 8 hours and all that, tapi reduce of paycheck of about 30%. My own daughter pun gajinya pun sudah di-reducekan. I forgot how many, what's the percentage, tapi on average memang ada reduction in terms of the gaji. There are other companies that I know who have reduced their working hours as well. Daripada 5 hari kepada 3 hari seminggu, and that has greatly impacted the kind of compensation that they receive. So that is not good. That's not good. So that's the reality, guys, in terms of the world of work right now outside there. And I don't think you'll get any better anytime soon. Hopefully it is. I like to say that please prove me wrong, but unfortunately for more than a year already, this has been the trend. So if you look at the numbers again, this is quite scary. Can you just give me a second? I have something to do. Just give me a second, yeah. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so I want to find out from all of you. Poll 1, I want you all to use the chat box and share with me, what are your fears when transitioning to the real world of employment? If you can just use, dah dengar tadi kan, kita punya data-data tu tadi, what else? Yeah, what else? Yeah, your fears when transitioning to the real world of employment. Interview, okay. Anything else? Adapting to the new environment. Okay, fair enough. Commitment. Okay, Gina. I nak dengar apa maksud commitment ni? Boleh on your mic? Gina, would you like to on your mic and explain kat saya sikit apa maksud commitment?
Maybe dapat kerja and then have to commit with the work.
Isn't that supposed to be it? Dah dapat kerja kena commitment lah kot. Tak boleh kerja tak boleh
Tapi,
kerja macam half-half.
Tapi kalau ikutkan sekarang, situasi sekarang kan COVID-19. So
Okay.
for those yang work from home, maybe diorang akan stress and then diorang akan give up untuk buat kerja tu.
Okay, so do you fear commitment? I mean, people are paying you for you to do work, right? So
Yeah.
is that something else what you are referring to? You have to
No.
work, right?
Yes.
Okay, then if you say, actually kan, I sebenarnya nak kerja ni, tapi kan, I tak boleh nak commit 100% sebab I takut I stress. Sebab kena kerja kat rumah. Bunyinya macam tu lah.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
That one.
Okay, so most likely you have to impress the employer more.
Yes.
Alright, so this is a shift of mindset. Ya, kita tak boleh bila kita dah berjanji untuk memberikan 100% diri kita untuk bekerja. We cannot say, you know what, I think I tak boleh nak commit lah 100%, takut stres kat rumah nanti kan susah gitu gini. So that would be one challenge for you to manage. We cannot be having that kind of thought. Yeah, so Adeline, thanks. Adeline, when your task is not related to your current position. Okay, Adeline, I nak dengar sikit apa maksudnya ni, Adeline?
Hello, hello. Dengar tak?
Dengar.
So when contoh you punya current position is a system developer kan, ataupun you something like that, tapi you punya task lari daripada you punya job scope. Macam sepatutnya you develop system lah, tapi you kena buat benda lain. Macam you not involved dalam team project, you just macam tengok je macam tu.
Okay, so what you plan to do with that?
I kena bagi tahu my manager lah about that.
There you go, you got the answer already. Okay, good, thank you. All right, so afraid of not doing things. Right on, that's good one. Nur Azira kata interview dan lemah dalam semua benda. This is talking about self-confidence ni dek, Nur Azira ya. This is talking about self-confidence. One thing, not everyone is good with interview, so you need to prep yourself. Lemah dalam semua benda, ini I rasa self-confidence you kena address. Apa yang you rasa tidak cukup, kalau communication skills dan pergilah. Now you still have time. You masih lagi di dalam alam universiti. You still have time to fail. Okay? You still have time to fail. Now, lack of experience. Baru cakap pasal experience tadi. Putra Effendi. Lack of experience. Baru cakap pasal experience tadi. People don't expect you to have experience kalau you masih lagi di universiti. Mungkin experience ni bukan daripada segi kerja, tetapi daripada skill set yang you sudah ada ketika di dalam universiti. Okay. Lack of skill, yes, Nurin. New environment, lack of skills, yeah, definitely. Fresh grad, definitely you'll be in a new environment. And in fact, yang bukan fresh grad pun, kalau dia dapat kerja baru, akan juga terasa new environment tu agak merisaukan, and that's fine. So lack of skill, but you know, here's the thing about skills. Skills is something that you guys can learn. You're not born with it. So skills is something that you can learn. So kalau tak ada skill, belajarlah. Right? It's actually very easy. Very, very easy in a way that, but you have to know, what are the things that you are lacking of. Bad management of the company. Mustaqim, very interesting. Meh, dengar sikit. Apa pendapat you mengenai company punya bad management ni?
Hello.
Hai.
Okay, contoh kan kalau macam management tu, let's say lah, dia tak mementingkan pekerja dia. Macam contoh, company tu dia demand something yang macam target dia ini. Tapi on the other hand, dia punya management teruk macam dia tak fikirkan kesihatan ataupun during the COVID kan, dia buka kilang. Dia tak care pasal management ataupun kesihatan dia bekerja, tapi dia still buka juga.
Like whatever, I really don't care as long as the job gets done. Okay, so bad management ni one thing about employee ataupun future employee ialah you have to understand that during interview, dia proses ni start daripada interview proses. Sebenarnya not just interview proses, research you terhadap company tu sendiri. Awal lagi sebelum you dah masuk tu, you dah kena buat research dulu. Sama ada company ni macam mana. You tak boleh just nak apply, aku hantar resume, tak apalah 20, 50, 100, macam main dat, apa yang landing itulah aku ambil kan. Dia tak boleh macam tu. So you kena buat research, mengenai company tu, kita tengok daripada Glassdoor, kita tengok dia punya culture, dia punya leadership macam mana. So you can only manage only so much. Ya, kalau contohnya you dah tahu company tu asyik masuk dalam news, asyik dia punya director tu kena tangkap je ataupun asyik kena denda je, takkan you nak apply lagi kan? Am I making sense? Right? Itulah dia. Okay, good one Mustaqim. Okay, Syazwani, new employee bullying culture in the workplace. So sekarang ni tidak ada lagi, by right tidak ada lagi dah bullying culture in the workplace. No more ragging, but what they have right now is onboarding. So you got to be careful with onboarding ni. I know, I understand what you're saying. Some places, I would say the culture is to ragging. Okay, macam masuk universiti, mesti ada ragging week. Dulu teruk. Tapi sekarang ni dah tak ada. Sekarang ni minggu suai kenal and all that. But I've not heard about employee bullying culture in the workplace. So you have to know what is not right. Apa yang rasa macam tak betul tu, itulah dia. Okay, so you need to voice them out. Okay. Alright, so Amira, afraid of rejection because of resume. Amira, may dengar sikit. Afraid of rejection because of resume. You're here?
Hi.
Hi Amira. Oh, there you are. Okay, so cerita sikit afraid of rejection because of resume ni.
Because before this, saya ada attend one talk from apa nama dia? Carry Cube. Dia dia cakap apa, in company dia orang ada kriteria of resume di mana dia orang kalau ada 40,000 dia orang kalau ada 40,000 hantar resume, dia orang tak check sesuatu, dia orang pakai machine. So dia orang bila machine tu dah nampak macam tak ikut apa yang dia orang nak, dia orang terus reject. So I'm afraid of that.
Okay, so what is your plan?
To make the research before I want to make the resume, so I have to know my stuff lah, which skill that I have, and then apa experience yang I ada macam tu kot.
Okay, ataupun mungkin you kena baiki dia punya format kan? Okay, I understand. They use a certain sekarang ni dah banyak pakai AI pun. Jadi ada certain format of resume tidak akan diterima di dalam sistem itu. Contohnya resume korang yang ada gambar glamour-glamour tu dah tak ada dah. And you go like, oh my God, I need to take out my picture from my resume. But the other day, the other guy says I have to put my gambar. No, actually, kalau you all masuk dalam I punya resume workshop, gambar tu I suruh keluar. Ada siapa nak tanya pasal gambar tu kena tak ada? Agaknya pasal gambar tu kena keluar.
I have a question about gambar.
Okay.
I've had a webinar early this year. Ada the speaker tu lah dia cakap gambar ni akan attract our employee untuk ambil kita. Dia cakap so kalau nak buat resume, contohlah waktu tu dia bagi contoh Petronas. Dia cakap kalau you nak kerja dengan Petronas, you hantar gambar dalam resume tu, hantar gambar you dekat Petronas ke, you bergambar belakang Petronas ke macam tu lah, supaya nampak macam oh you betul-betul you keen, you memang betul-betul nak kerja dengan Petronas. Dia cakap macam tu, benda tu akan attract our employee. Macam tu lah dia cakap. I remember she said that.
We must agree to disagree. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate something here. Boleh switch on your punya camera? Siapa yang boleh on dia punya kamera? On you punya kamera. I'm going to demonstrate something. Okay. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Okay, siapa yang boleh buka kamera, buka kamera. Alright, boleh tak secara jujurnya, ini soalan cepu mas hari ni ya, Puan Hani agak brutal kadang-kadang. Itulah. Okay, secara jujurnya korang boleh cakap tak gambar korang kat dalam frame ni cantik? Korang sementara nak berbincang, I stop sekejap. Okay, secara jujur, korang cakap tak dalam gambar korang kat dalam frame ni, is this your best? Ada yang tercantik?
Tak.
Tak.
No, I don't agree.
No.
No, for me none.
Itu jujur kan?
Betul.
Korang senyumlah macam mana pun. But you guys must remember, semua orang ada unconscious biasness. Semua orang dia tak suka colour merah. Hari ni ramai yang colour merah hari ni ha. Ada separuh orang tak suka colour hitam. Ada tengok korang pakai baju hitam hari ni, terus reject. Separuh orang tak suka orang yang pakai glasses. I nampak dekat skrin I ni, Nur Ain, Amira, Sima, Fazlin Snegi, si Arisha, Adlin pakai glasses, terus kena reject korang ni ha. Macam mana? Lepas tu ada separuh orang dia tak suka perempuan. Dia tak suka je. Dia nampak gambar perempuan sebab dia tak suka je. Macam mana? Jadi separuh pada korang ni terus kena reject. Macam mana? Unconscious biasness. Ada separuh orang dia tak suka orang yang bertudung. Semua orang habis kena.
Terus kena reject.
Kecuali saya. Kecuali saya. Separuh orang tak suka free hair. Saya kena reject, korang kena consider. Do you see where this is going, guys?
Yes.
Unconscious biasness. Now here is the thing. Ya, secara jujurnya global practice, bukanlah di Malaysia, global practice ialah akan kena keluarkan gambar. An employer can only evaluate you based on your strength. That's it. Not by the fact you stand behind Petronas Tower. So what? I pun boleh stand Petronas Tower and yet you are sending the biggest idiot in the village. Sorry ya, saya memang agak brutal bila part-part macam ni because that is the real world. Okay? Alright. Ouch. Okay, moving on. Thank you. Moving on. So you guys have wrote a lot of things. I really appreciate that. There's a lot of fear going into the real world of employment. Now, what I want to do is to move on to topic 2, the ideal employer, aligning my work values to job search. Sebelum tu ada apa-apa soalan sebelum saya masuk ke topik kedua? Any question at all? Sekiranya ada soalan apa-apa, please raise your hand and I'll try to address that. Fazlin, any question from you?
Ada satu soalan daripada seorang peserta. Soalan dia, after the pandemic, how many % of fresh graduate do you estimate will be getting a job compared to those who have had a job pre-COVID but had been dismissed, and why?
50-50. You know why? I don't predict. I can predict that there'll be more, but what number, you know, I wish I have a crystal ball and tell you exactly. It might be, you know, a better rate at 39.34% or 44 at 37%, but I can't. I wish I can have a better answer. However, here's the thing. Being employed, okay, let me just retract that. To answer your question, I will have to ask you a question. Do you need a salary or do you need income? Do you need salary?
Income.
Do you need a salary or do you need income? Think.
I need an income.
Not salary, right?
Yeah, you need income to pay your debt.
Yes, you need income. So what it means is that incomes come from several sources. So it doesn't just have to be From
one source.
salary, from one source. It comes from several sources. Very good. Very good. Did I answer the question by asking another question?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so I'll move on to the next slide. Now, the ideal employer, aligning my work values to job search. I'm going to talk a little bit about the ideal employer and what does it mean by aligning your work values. Ya, work values ni satu konsep yang unik kepada semua pencari kerja, bukanlah untuk fresh grad saja, tapi untuk semua orang. And you will notice that some people, you know, your maybe your sisters, your brothers, father, mother, ataupun uncle or whoever else, kadang-kadang bila dia kerja 2-3 tahun ataupun setahun dia kata, alamak, you know, I cannot stay here because I cannot really tell you exactly why I'm not happy, but I'm just not happy, so I have to move on. Okay, so that is most likely because their work values are not aligned to what the work values is offered by the employer. Orang kata tak ngam, dia punya work values tu, dia punya nilai-nilai murni tu, nilai-nilai murni diri dia tidak sama dengan nilai murni yang ada di dalam syarikat yang dia bekerja tu. Okay, so you will notice that I use a lot of this perkataan values ataupun nilai-nilai murni because that is you. This cannot be designed or taught or anything like that. It comes with you. All right, so what I will do is to just run through a few things here to demonstrate what is it really. Okay, so why finding your job values matters. Very, very important. Not many people understand that you have to find some alignment. Macam kita buat kereta, kalau tayar tu tak align, dia tak ada alignment, you akan ada wear and tear tayar tu. Ya, dia cepat ada wear and tear ataupun kereta tu tak akan perform well. So you need to align. Dia nak kena ngam. Alright, so work values ni it's got something to do with your preferences, purpose and desired path. So preferences ni sangat mustahil untuk understand ya, untuk you all faham. Purpose, your why, for example, and the path that you plan to be or to take. There are several categories to work values ni. Pertamanya ialah intrinsic, which is inside. Ya, kemudian ialah extrinsic, which is external. Dan satu lagi ialah lifestyle value. So these are all work values. Dia selalunya lebih kurang sama dengan personal values, but it's not. So I'm going to just quickly run through with you all apa maksudnya. Okay, so intrinsic ni inner motivation lah, creative, feeling respected. So sekiranya you rasa macam you need to be allowed to be creative in coming up with decision making. Okay, extrinsic pula tangible reward. Contohnya saya mencari company yang boleh offer saya health benefits yang bagus-bagus, contohnya. Okay, and then high salary. Saya nak yang company yang boleh, yang memang confirm lah gaji dia memang tinggi-tinggi. Kita yang bawah 2,000 ni tak main, jadi kita tak mau. So kalau yang company besar-besar mesti dia bayar gaji yang besar-besar. Contohnya itu extrinsic ya, which is tangible rewards. Yang tadi tu dia tak tangible, tapi yang nombor dia ni ialah tangible. Dan juga lifestyle values ni, ini personal preferences. Ini preferences. Saya nak cari tempat kerja yang kalau saya naik motor tak sampai 10 minit, contohnya. Kalau saya nak drive tak sampai 10 minit, ataupun not more than 50 km daripada rumah, contohnya. Ataupun dia kata saya kan sebenarnya memang malas, jadi saya nak jalan je 5 minit, I nak tempat kerja I sampai. Ada juga yang macam tu. I have seen so many, sebab dia tak mau. So anything more than 5 minit tak susah. Ada juga. Tapi lepas tu tak apalah kan, sebab tak ada kerja. Okay, so work values ni macam saya kata dia dikategorikan kepada tiga area ya, and it's very important for you to understand this. So it takes a little bit of skills to understand what is it all about, really, your intrinsic, ataupun lifestyle values, but that's okay. We are here today to, to have that high touch point untuk faham. Lepas tu you all buat research untuk menengok apa maksudnya. Now, I want you all to use the chat box and answer me this question. What do you think your job values are? Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to stop share here. I'm going to put all of you into a breakout room. I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes untuk chit-chat dengan sendiri and discuss apa agaknya you all punya work values. You all suka apa? Boleh? Breakout room. Okay, so 5 minutes. I'm going to random. Kita ada 37 orang. Tak apa, kita tengok ada berapa breakout room kita boleh buat. Kita buat 5, 6. Okay, kita buat 5 breakout room. 5 breakout room bermakna satu room tu lebih kurang 6 orang. You guys will take about 5 minutes untuk discuss. Seorang satu je, janganlah banyak-banyak pula. Okay, sebab kita tak ada banyak time hari ni. Apa agaknya you punya work values? Tak kira lah nak gaji banyak ke, nak tempat kerja 5 minit ke, nak tempat kerja yang bos best je ke, yang tempat kerja ada pantry yang best, benda-benda macam tu. So we're going to discuss that when we come back in 5 minutes. Is that okay? If that is okay, thumbs up menggunakan reaction button. Okay? Reaction button? Okay, very good. So I'm going to do that right now and I see you back in 5 minutes. Oh, I rasa I buat 6 breakout room lah. Okay, 6 participants. All right, see you all.
Macam mana aku nak masuk balik?
Kau dah keluar dah pun.
Oh.
Wah, first time ke pergi breakout room?
Yes, first time.
Seronok
First
tak?
time. Seronok.
Kalau you all masuk I punya training session kan, especially yang macam lepas-lepas raya baru ni, semua orang dia bukan buat homework dia tapi dia cerita pasal kuih raya. Tengok-tengok assignment tak siap-siap juga. Dia cerita pasal kuih raya dia lah, tunjuk kuih raya dia lah. Ya
Tak
Allah.
habis assignment nanti.
Tak habis assignment. Orang kata 5 minit, tak apa. But I had to cut short dia punya timing tu sebab I tengok time limit tu kita dah, oh wow, dah pukul 11 lebih kot. Kan? Okay, so seronok ke pergi breakout room?
Seronok.
Boleh
But
discuss
first time, boleh.
Okay, so because korang ramai, I tak boleh nak panggil seorang-seorang. Boleh kita share lah seorang dua dahulu. Apa agaknya you punya you punya values Okay, mari kita pick one each ke daripada Ihrum. Kita ada 6 bilik. You know what, unfortunately I have to pick dalam 2 orang, 3 orang. Okay, mari kita tengok daripada room 1. I nak dengar daripada Nur Natasha. Are you there? Natasha di sini ke? Natasha? Okay, tak apa, we move on. Fatin, Nur Afatin.
Yes.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Okay, apa you punya satu work values?
Intrinsic.
And okay, apakah dia?
Sebab saya jenis kalau boleh kita nak feeling respect, sama-sama macam bertegur sapa ataupun lebih rasa hormat.
Okay, sociable dan rasa hormat. Okay, very good Fatin. Okay, room 2 mari kita dengar Nur Arisha.
Hi. Okay, so for my opinion, my work value, I nak macam environment, working environment yang best, yang macam kalau you guys tengok Shopee punya working environment, dia ada bagi macam employee banyak facility, ada gym, ada makanan semua. Lepas tu macam, and I nak working environment yang ada kod pakaian yang best. I mean, you know,
okay. Ada uniform ke ataupun casual ke?
Bukan uniform, dia macam casual, but
casual.
Macam bila orang nampak okay, pekerja company tu dia macam cantik.
Okay.
Jaga appearance kita tak.
Okay. Faham. Okay, very good. Dah ada belajar something hari ni kan? Mengenai diri you sendiri. Kan? Okay, so next one, third person. Okay, sorry, I tak boleh nak call ramai-ramai. Mari kita dengar Fazlin.
Kalau saya pula suka working environment yang senang untuk kita communicate, even orang yang ada higher position dengan kita dari kita. Maksudnya tak adalah macam employee yang bawah just bercakap dengan yang bawah je, so kita senang nak interact dengan orang yang atas.
Okay.
Employee yang bawah pun ada pendapat dia juga.
Okay, open communication culture. Yes. Alright, very good. I like it. So, you all give thumbs up to this activity untuk belajar something about yourself, kan? Alright? Good. Okay, so moving on. So, kita dah buat ni, what your job values are. I suggest you all baca sikit lagi mengenai job values ni ya. Okay. Now, next question. I want to ask you all a very interesting question. In your opinion, what does it take to impress employees? I want to hear. Mari kita menaik kat dalam chat box tu. What does it take to impress employers? Apakah agaknya? Come, use the chat box. Communication, okay. Attitude. Very nice. Appearance, yes. Tak mau orang selekeh-selekeh kan? Critical thinking, very good. Professional appearance, yes, very good. Anything else? Teamwork, yes. No one really likes yang suka solo-solo ni. Dia tidak ada timbul. Speak clearly. Yes, soft skills. Yes, time management. Time management. Please, please, please. Respect other opinion. Yes, very good. Okay, so I am very, very sure you all kind of understand or think what employers want out of an employee ataupun from future employee. Now, we're going to do this. I'm going to put you all into another quick breakout room sebab you all suka sangat kan masuk breakout room tadi. Okay, so breakout room 1, the ideal employer. What are you looking for as an ideal employer? Okay, so sekarang ni remove your hat, letak hat sebagai candidate ataupun employee. You nak cari employer yang macam mana? You nak cari employer yang macam mana? So I'm going to put you all into the same breakout room macam tadi juga, geng yang sama juga tadi. Very quickly dalam 2-3 minit, just snap. Quickly discuss maybe 2 things that you want from an employer. Dia employer yang macam mana? Are we okay?
Yes.
Boleh? All right, good. So I'm going to put you all into a breakout room. Remember, just 2 things from each group. And make sure lepas tu you all nominate seorang untuk say out. So I may not have to pick all the 6, but I may just at random pick. So just stand by. Okay, so breakout room, open all room. See you guys in 2 minutes. Wah, semua senyum je. Okay, so I want two volunteers to share from any room. Volunteer one. Let's hear from room 3. Siapa nak share?
Alright, room 3, me.
Okay, cool, go ahead.
Ideal employee, macam saya dengan Fazin dalam breakout room kita orang bincang tadi, we are thinking about ideal employee of someone who can think macam innovative thinking, macam cara dia fikir seiring dengan zaman sekarang.
Wow, I like.
Yes. And then kalau I nak employee yang macam dia value kita punya talent, macam dalam job, dalam kalau kita bekerja, kita sometimes kan kita ada masing-masing punya talent, masing-masing punya job scope. So I want that to respect that, macam the value kita punya
very
other
nice.
jobs.
Okay, very good, very good. Now I'm going to quickly share the next one. Tadi the ideal employer, right? Now, why is this important is because we want to check the reality. Apa yang kita nak, adakah nanti you all akan dapat? Is this demand or need is achievable? For example, yang di-sharekan tadi, I think that's very achievable, you know, being respectful, the ability for the employer to make the employee feel valued and all that. That's very achievable. I think it's good to have that kind of want and need when you start looking for employer. You know? Now, let's switch a different hat again, because I know that you guys love breakout room. I'm going to put you again into another breakout room. All right, but this time around, the ideal employee. Sekarang ni korang bukan mencari employer, tetapi you all sekarang ialah employer. Mencari employee yang terbaik. Macam mana kriteria employee ni agaknya? What are you looking for as an ideal employee? So again, I'm going to put you into a breakout room. 2 minutes, maybe 2 things coming out from this breakout room. In 2 minutes time, I'll have a debrief with all of you. Same thing, but now you are the employer looking for ideal employee. Okay?
All right.
All right, good. Breakout room. See you guys in 2 minutes. Okay, another 30 second.
Masih berbincang.
Itulah masih dia sibuk berbincang. Tak apa, dia akan dikeluarkan daripada bilik tu. 7 second, 6. Okay, a few more second. Right. Okay, welcome back, welcome back. Seronok ke? Tapi time short sangat kan? Yalah, kita very limited time, macam itulah malangnya. Okay, so let's hear from the following group. Anyone yang nak volunteer? I just want to hear daripada 2 orang kot. Kam, kita dengar daripada apa kata I panggil Ma lah. Fatimah Mardiah.
Saya nak yang pekerja yang even after dah masuk company pun dia nak upskill dia punya self development lah. Dia nak betul-betul belajar. Dia nak develop dia lagi.
Okay, I suka employee macam tu. Dia masih lagi excited untuk develop diri dia kan. Dia dah tak plateau. Bosan orang macam tu. Kita hantar dia training pun dia tak pergi. Macam mana? Kan? Okay, good. Thank you so much. Come, let's hear from Mustaqim. Dia tu macam tu.
Okay, for me, I nak my employee yang ada time management yang bagus lah.
Bagus, I suka.
Gitu, I tahu kena backfire nanti. Okay, yang second. Second, I nak dia yang macam dia willing to learn lah. Macam tadi kan, nak develop. Tapi dia punya willing to learn tu macam bersungguh-sungguh lah.
Betul. Dia orang kata not half-ass, okay? Dia betul-betul nak belajar. Okay? Yes, I like your point, Mustaqim. Thank you so much. Come, let's hear from the last one. I want to hear from yang I tak pernah dengar lagi suara dia. Kita dengar Nur Syaza Akila. Nur Syaza Akila.
Ya.
Okay, sila. Apa?
Saya nak employee tu dia berani bersuara dan sentiasa idea-idea baru dan bagus time management dia.
Okay, time management tu bagus. Yang berani bersuara tu korang kena practice seriously. And this is not the first time that dalam sesi pembelajaran macam ni, walaupun dalam lecture room ke, remember I used to lecture in universities dan juga training. Fresh grads ni dia part yang fail. Part fail dia ialah dia tak bersuara. Korang ada soalan ke? Kau lah tanya. Macam tu. Fail. Jadi janganlah fail. Kena berani bersuara. It's okay because kita dah cakap kalau tak bertanya sesatlah jalan kan. Janganlah sesat sampai lala. Alright, good. I like that. So all of this doesn't come from me. You all dah buat keputusan yang sendiri. You all sudah berbincang. You know what kind of employee that you must be.
Yes.
Ani tak cakap kan? You all yang cakap. Okay, so moving forward, I'm just checking on time here. We have about another half an hour. I really like to get a few things across to all of you. All right, so a very quick sharing on this topic, to brand you, which is creating the foundation of you, your own uniqueness. YOU stands for your own uniqueness. What is it about you that makes you so unique? You ada kena compete dengan 300,000 orang lagi kan? What makes you unique that makes you stand out? So personal branding ni ialah satu konsep yang menarik. Dia bergantung kepada beberapa elemen, which is your image, for example. That is the reason why kita cakap awal pagi tadi tu mengenai gambar, because not everyone has that chic look. Kan bila ambil gambar tu dia tak chic lah ataupun dia tak handsome dalam gambar, tapi sebenarnya kalau jumpa pun handsome je, lawa je. Cuma gambar tu kadang dia tak not so suitable. Okay, so your image, baju pun agak kekurangan dan sebagainya. So personal brand ni elemen-elemen dia yang I boleh share hari ni ialah the image of you, the package ya, mission, macam Mission Impossible, ataupun your work values, ini kita dah discuss tadi tu, dan juga your vision, apa vision you terhadap diri you sendiri di masa hadapan, apa vision dia. Jadi this is the kind of elements that you need to kind of put together as a package untuk menjadikan dia sesuatu yang kita panggil personal brand. Okay, jadi bila setiap elemen tu ada, jadi adalah beberapa benda lain yang nak kena buat. But because of the time constraint, I'm not going to go into everything of this element. Tapi kita dah tadi bercakap pasal values, for example. I'm not going to talk about the vision, that might be another time. But I want to talk a little bit more about another area, which is, you know, the kind of thing that makes you special. Okay, so what makes you special? Everyone is special, every one of us. Now, a very quick question, a very quick thing. I want you all to take out your mobile phone. Okay, pergi kepada browser. Kalau you pakai laptop, buka another tab. I want you all to kind of Google up nama you. Cuba Google nama tu sendiri. Google, type je tu. Click on the tab Google tu, bukalah Chrome you ke apa ke, Explorer ke, Google nama you sendiri. Alright. Jumpa ke? Jumpa. Amira dia dah senyum-senyum kat situ. Nurin pun dia dah senyum-senyum kat situ. Si Lia pun. Okey. Mustaqim jumpa ke muka you? Tak jumpa. Si Azlin jumpa. Siapa yang tak jumpa dia? Cuba raise your hand, tak jumpa. Tak jumpa? Okay. I have bad news for you, okay? You do not exist. And I feel like, oh my God. I am not a living thing in the virtual world, unfortunately so. Unfortunately, in the current digital world, sekiranya you tidak discoverable, you do not exist. So it's like a double-edged sword. Nanti kan orang jumpa gambar you yang tersengih dekat kenduri 2 tahun lepas tu, yang gambar tak glamour sangat pun keluar juga. Ataupun gambar you yang memang tak keluar pun, you tak jumpa you pun tak boleh juga. So it's kind of tough, isn't it? But that is what personal branding is all about. You need to exist somewhere. But make sure that you manage you punya appearance tu di channel apa, gambar apa, image. Remember tadi we talk about image and all that. You want to be seen in the best light possible. Sebab sekarang ni employer akan Google you up. So sekiranya yang death to animals, apa benda semua yang kempen-kempen yang mengarut tu, tak payahlah masuk kat dalam korang punya Twitter, okay? Sebab kalau dapat recruiter macam Puan Hani, terus reject lala macam tu. Yeah. So gotta be careful with what you have put out in the digital world. Okay, so always make an attempt to Google up your name di dalam dunia virtual ni. Quick exercise kan? Alright, now what is personal brand? Quick definition here ialah it is a deliberate process of establishing, promoting and positioning yourself in the market that you are entering. So for example, you dah nak habis study nanti, you nak pergi kerja, so you need to start the creation of personal brand tu sekarang. You tak payahlah tunggu okay bulan depan aku nak dah nak keluar pada uni baru nak buat. It doesn't really work that way. You have to think about what you have right now and work on it. Yeah, it is an expression of identity. It is about you. You need to know what is your personal brand. People will think about you when you are not there. That is your personal brand. So I'm just quickly going to demonstrate what brand is all about. It's not personal brand, but brand is all about. Okay, yang belah kiri sekali tu, itu logo apa tu agaknya?
Starbucks.
Korang punya tall latte with soya extra hot, kan? Okay, yang sebelah dia tu siapa?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. What do you guys remember about McDonald's? What is McDonald's to you?
Fast food company.
Okay, lagi. What is McDonald's to you? What do you remember about McDonald's? Okay, fast food company. Anything else? Burger, cheap dates. Pergi dating, pergi McDonald's, mau murah.
Happy Meal.
Free Wi-Fi, for example.
Yeah.
Okay,
Remember
so
the
next,
jingle.
there you go. What's next? Next to McDonald's tu siapa?
I can't remember lah ni
Oh
logo
my
apa.
god.
Batman.
Batman ke?
Batman lah. Okay, next to Batman tu apa?
Nike.
Nike. Okay, brand apa ni? Nike ni apa? What do you remember about Nike?
Kasut.
What kasut? Kasut yang mahal.
Outfit.
Fashion.
Sports apparel.
There you go. Sports apparel. Just do it. Good brand, things like that, right? Okay, last but not least yang belah kanan sekali tu. Apa tu?
Domino's.
Domino's
Okay.
Pizza.
Domino's Pizza. Okay, so what do you associate Domino's with? What do you associate it with?
Family time.
Family time.
Fast delivery.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay. Coupons. Dia selalu banyak coupons kan? Discount. Yes. So these are brands. Do you get what I'm saying here? These are brands. Yeah, and I don't have to even write the name of the brands. You all nampak logo tu dah tahu. Okay, McDonald ni, okay, burger and all that. But that is the association of brands. So can you imagine personal brand apa dia? When somebody sees Fatimah Mardia tengah berjalan, oh dia kata, okay, I remember her for something. And then I nampak Lia tengah jalan dengan kawan dia. So I remember Lia ni about something. So that is the walking brand. That is the brand that you leave behind and people remember about you. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Right. So that is personal brand. And personal brand usually is something that people talk about you when you are not there. Bad or good? Bad or good? Okay. Of course. So what could it be better for you to design your own brand so that it's always good, right? If you don't design it yourself, then people will design it for you. You don't want that. You don't want that. Okay, so something for you all to remember. Yeah. Now, I just want to just very quickly here, 5 steps to build the foundation. I'm going to just run through this. There are a few things that you need to consider here. So there are several steps, but what I want to showcase here, there are several steps. Okay, so you can take a look at it. I'll be very happy to share this slide deck with all of you later on. I'll pass it over to Ma untuk sharing kemudian, and you can kind of, you know, take a look at the slides and figure out based on what I have written here. So step 1 is what are your superpowers? So what makes you special? What makes you special? If you look at this, okay, what are your superpowers? And what do you believe in, the values and the moral that you carry? Remember, we talk about values as well. Just a moment, somebody is just stepping into my room. Can you guys just give me a moment? Just a moment,
Yes.
yeah?
Okay.
Okay, sorry,
All right.
sorry, just a moment.
Semua orang okay? Minum air.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I'm back. This is the hazard of WFH, working from home. I've got a plumber working on my stuck pipe. Kat bawah tu. So sorry again. Okay, so I'm back. Right on. Moving ahead. 5 steps to build the foundation. As I was mentioning, there are 5 steps. What are your superpowers? These are the superpowers that you have with you. What makes you special? What do you believe in? We talked about earlier the values and the moral compass, for example. You know, what is right that you're looking for example, you know, being treated fairly, with respect and all that. How do you want to be perceived by others? This is also another element that you need to be thinking about. Yeah, who are your audience? So it might be not only the audience, meaning the employers, but your friends, even your family, yeah, your community, people who you live with, the people that you're going to contact with. And last but not least, you have to share your story. Remember you all tadi Google? Yeah, bila Google tak jumpa nama, bila tak jumpa nama tu sebabnya tak share the story. So you have to share your story. If you are not on LinkedIn yet, please register yourself on LinkedIn. Facebook, yeah, but not quite. Not quite, because Facebook is very personal, so there are certain things that you don't want people to see, trust me. Okay, but if you register for LinkedIn, that is where your professional profile will be. Okay, so again, as I mentioned this earlier, you guys are still in the university, you still have time to learn, you still have time to make mistakes. Not that you're not allowed to make mistakes outside, but now is the time to learn. All right, so 5 steps to build the foundation. These are some of the things that I highly suggest you all to take a look at. Now I'm just quickly moving on. Superpowers, so you see all of this. Okay, superpowers, every one of you have superpowers. You need to think about what makes you special. If you think that you can bake cakes, for example, so that might be one of your superpowers. If you think that you're good with communicating with others, that might be your superpowers at the same time. If you think that you can make sense of numbers, yeah, that might be your superpower as well. You have the ability to make sense of chaos. Some people, when they look at a whole bunch of numbers, they say, oh my God, you know, I don't like statistics. I personally don't like statistics, but I have to understand statistics because of my work. So if you have the ability to translate numbers to me well, I will hire you. Because it cuts the chase and makes my life easier. You see where this is going? So you need to understand what are your superpowers, yeah? All right, now, last but not least, we have come to the last part, which is a topic for designing your career toolbox. Now, this is a very interesting concept. I hope you guys don't mind if we kind of over sikit daripada pukul 11 to conclude, maybe another 5-10 minutes. I want to make sure that I'm going to leave you guys with the tips. 5 tips plus the bonus, okay, untuk designing your career toolbox. Now, career toolbox is a concept, yeah. The toolbox itself is a concept. Now, I want to ask all of you. I'm not quite sure about the ladies, but I hope all of you will be able to answer this. I always believe that guys must be able to cook and girls must be able to change a flat tire. Okay, so your toolbox analogy. Kalau kita tengok toolbox yang kat belah kiri ni, toolbox apa? Di manakah lokasi yang sesuai untuk toolbox belah kiri ni? Cuba cerita kat saya. Siapa nak jawab? Korang tolonglah.
Yang kat kiri ni sesuai kat rumah.
Betul ke?
Betul ke? Sebab banyak boleh guna dekat rumah. Ada screwdriver.
Betul kan? Okey, bagus. Nasib baik dia jawab betul-betul.
Nasib baik betul.
Okey, kalau kita tengok yang toolbox belah kanan ni, di manakah lokasi yang bersesuaian untuk toolbox belah kanan ni?
kat tayar.
Dalam kereta lah kan.
Betul.
Okey, sebab kat dalam rumah kita tak pakai yang wrench yang macam tu. Nampak tu yang nak tukar tayar semua, yang the special lock tu semua ada kat belah kanan tu. Kan? Okey, so inilah toolbox analoginya. Toolbox ni sesuatu yang it's a toolbox, tapi apa isi kandungan kat dalam tu bergantung kepada lokasinya. Betul? Ya. Okay, now your career toolbox is empty. Nampak tu? Toolbox ni cantik sangat tapi dia kosong. Agaknya apa korang kena ada? So kalau toolbox ni tadi bergantung kepada lokasi, okay, dia punya content. Tapi sekarang ni kita bercakap mengenai career toolbox. Kosong tu, nak kena isi tu. Apa agaknya kena ada?
Skills.
Skills, okay. Good.
Knowledge.
Yeah, okay. Lagi?
Your superpower.
Very good. Lagi?
Confident.
Confidence. Very good. Banyak lagi kosong ni. Ada 4 chef ni, 5. Banyak lagi. Apa lagi?
Communication skills.
Communication skills, very good.
Appearance.
Appearance, yeah, very good.
Certificate.
Certificate, yes, very good.
Thinking skill.
Sorry?
Manners.
Manners, yes. I like that. Anything else? Okay, come, let me just share with you all. Oops, sorry. Now, this is my suggestion. What should be inside the toolbox? Yeah, what's inside your toolbox? Tips 1, mentors and coaches. These are the 5 tips that I'm going to share with you, plus bonus. Okay, personal and professional network. You need to have personal and professional network. Janganlah asyik dalam geng-geng korang je. You need to be able to reach out to somebody else outside of your comfort zone. Contohnya, itu sebab saya tadi suggest you all create LinkedIn account so that you can get in touch with the CEOs of the companies, the CFOs of the companies, the secretaries, the account manager, the executive, anybody. It's open for everybody, okay? Personal and professional network. You need to have that inside your toolbox and updated CV. For example, selalunya bila CV ni last minute sebabnya dia malas nak buat. So CV ni you kena update walaupun you baru tahun kedua, tak apa, it's okay. Sebab kita manusia, we always forget what's been our achievement. And anything that you do in your during your university days, you kena articulatekan apa dia. Kalau you all dah buat event ataupun buat contohnya organize something, you know, that is one little project. So you can actually articulate that as a success factor. Yeah, elevator pitch. So read a little bit more about elevator pitch. For example, it should not be more than 30-40 seconds. It tells a lot about you. Okay, elevator pitch is all about you. For example, if somebody you naik bus and then adalah adalah orang yang menanya. So you sekarang universiti you universiti ke? Masa di universiti? Ya, saya universiti kat mana? You sekarang study course apa? Lepas tu you pun tengok kat dia, apa sang kau tanya aku banyak macam. Okay, so because you might never know who you're talking to, so you need to create this elevator pitch untuk sell yourself lah, and this is very, very important. Okay, financial overview. A lot of our fresh grads do not think about their financial situation. That is very, very dangerous. Yeah, thousands of fresh grads telah dideklarkan sebagai bankrupt during the first year sebab credit card. So you have to be very, very careful, and you need to spend a little bit of time to understand about your own financial capacity. Okay, so all of these are your top 5 things. Even though it sounded like it's for you, but what I'm saying here is this top 5 is for you to be better at yourself so that you can impress employers. Once you take care of yourself, then you can impress employers. If you don't get an updated CV, for example, how can you impress an employer? Because your CV ni, your resume ni cacar merba, tidak bersesuaian. Ya, elevator pitch ni tidak disusun dengan elok bila berjumpa dengan potential employer. For example, tak impressive langsung. Cuba, for example, dia akan bertanya, please tell me a little bit about yourself. Dia pun akan berkata, my name is Hani. I am 20 years old. My father's name is, my mother's name is. So that is not elevator pitch. You need to take care of this. Not impressive at all. So you need to manage you first in order to impress employers. It's got nothing to do much about skills, you know, or work experience. It doesn't. So the bonus tips that I'm sharing with you is the upskilling needs and resources. If you want to be better than the rest of the other 299,999 other fresh grads who's coming out this year, you need to do a little bit of upskilling. So remember, upskilling is not just your parchment, it's not your academic papers, it's not. If you are in finance, for example, try to learn more about Excel spreadsheet. You know, the advanced Excel spreadsheet. So sekiranya you are in business, you know that bila dah nak masuk kerja nanti you kena buat presentation. Walaupun sebenarnya, aku tak ada belajar apa presentation skill ni, biarlah orang lain buat. No, you cannot do that. You need to learn PowerPoint. You need to learn how to present teaching skills in using 3 slides. For example, that communication skills. Remember we talked about communication skills. I didn't say that, you did. Yeah, so upskilling skills and resources banyak sekali. Elate lah, Udemy lah, macam-macam semua free. Tidak ada alasan yang sebenarnya tidak ada resources, kecuali kalau motong korang ialah saya sebenarnya nak kadak tidur. Jadi janganlah mengatakan saya sebenarnya nak kadak tidur tu. No, it doesn't work that way. Itu bukan ayat saya, sebenarnya itu datang daripada one of the fresh grade yang saya pernah buat talk. Dia kata saya tak ada time nak buat ni semua sebab saya kata, you buat apa kalau Sabtu Ahad tu? Kadak tidur puan. Susah. Alright, so another area is academic or certification upgrading. So that's very, very important. A plan, a map, something that you need to kind of figure out what my goals for the next 6 months, 12 months, 3 years, 5 years. You don't really have to go far as 10 years. Doesn't, you know, because things change, right? During pandemic especially, but at least to have some plan, to have some roadmap, draw if you want to, you know, a little bit of roadmap. This is my plan. Sebelum I nak graduate, I nak buat 1, 2, 3, okay, 6 months. And then dalam masa 12 bulan, I nak belajar bahasa Mandarin, for example. Bulan bila? Bulan 11, sebab I dah chill sikit. Okay, tak apa, you put that down. Yeah, so you need a plan. You need some sort of organized mind to be better, right? So because when you start planning, it is easier for you to answer a question from the employer when employer asks you, so what's your plan? And you go like, I don't know. It doesn't really work that way, okay? And then last but not least is to have love, determination, and positivity in yourself. So there you go, 5 tips plus some more bonus tips. And with that, I will end my my conversation with all of you today. And I've come to a point where we have some time left for our Q&A. Just a moment, yeah. Okay, so just give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm back.
Okay. Ada satu soalan.
Yeah.
Soalan pasal tentang interview. During an interview, what is the most frequent question asked by the interviewer and how to answer?
Okay, very good question. I selalu run a workshop called Let Me Prep You for Interview. Okay, so very simple thing. And what I usually share is 5 top question employer akan tanya. One of the most regular question dia akan tanya is, tell me about yourself. Soalan dia tu, tell me about yourself. Okay, so how to answer, dia ada pelbagai-bagai cara untuk menjawab soalan ni. But I'm going to share with you the quickest and the simplest way to answer. There are 3 steps to it. So take note, 3 steps to it. First, you need to talk about current. The next step is you need to talk about past. And the third step is you need to talk about future. So you have 3 things, right? Current, past, and future. So how are you going to answer current is, you don't have to say my name is Hani. No, because you dah tahu nama you Hani sebab dia yang panggil you untuk interview. Okay, I am 21. Doesn't matter sebab dia dah tahu dah you fresh grad. So these are all irrelevant. And you have about 30 to 40 seconds sahaja. What you can tell is, I am a graduate of your course daripada universiti mana and in what year. Okay, and then selepas tu you boleh highlightkan you punya favorite subject and maybe some of your final year punya project and why are you proud with that final project. So that's current. Interesting, right? Because you talk about your current. You don't have to talk about anything else. That is you. And then a little bit of the past is that you can now highlight 1 ataupun 2 perkara mengenai projek-projek yang you dah jalankan. Kalau you final year, 3 tahun kat situ, daripada first year, second year, mesti ada projek. Bukan kadar tidur, ingat tak? Bukan kadar tidur, tapi mesti ada you punya course work tu mesti ada little projects. So project you feed the homeless ke, project you mencari data untuk satu, untuk satu subjek, whatever it is, those are very relevant. So you boleh highlightkan the past, which is the activities or the projects, some of the projects that you have done, mengapa you are proud of your role or the role that you have played in those projects. So that's a little bit of the past. The future ni ialah bila dia tanya why do you want to join our company. Okay, but you still have to think about it first because kita ada 3 step. Current, past and future. So you design just jawapan untuk talk about the future. But here's the thing, remember you talk about values tadi tu. Awal-awal kita dah cakap pasal values. So some of you may like green tech, for example, ataupun recycling idea or save the environment or things like that. So you can buat research, armchair research. Ataupun you talk to the current employer whether are the values of this company aligned to you. Ya, contohnya you suka environmental, you love environmental issue, so you may want to find a company that is that believes in that. So you boleh, barulah you boleh bercerita bila dia tanya you mengapa you nak join company kita. Kan? Why do you want to join our company? And that is the future. And that is the future. You may say that I read in the website that, or I discovered through the information on the internet that your company values environment, that you believe in environment, and some of the initiative that you have done involving plantation of 1,000 trees a year or something like that. That aligns to what I believe in. You see where this is going? First you talk about them and then you talk about you, and that's aligning values. And that's how you answer about the future. Am I making sense? right? It makes more sense to say this is the reason why I want to join your company, because your company calls my name, because the values are just the same as mine.
Yes.
I like it. Macam gitu. Boleh?
Boleh.
Boleh.
Okay, so did I answer the question?
Yes.
That's a very express way of answering, but I hope I've captured that. All right. Any other question? Next question.
One more question, last question maybe.
Okay.
About branding. Apakah perkara yang harus diletakkan di dalam resume untuk menunjukkan branding kita kepada employers? I think what this participant means how to write our personal branding in the resume.
Okay. Okay. So personal branding is something that you experience. You can tell, you can write, but it's something that you have to experience as well. So in your career, not career summary, in your resume kan ke atas tu ialah career aspiration contohnya. You don't write career summary sebab you tak ada work experience lagi. So career aspiration, for example, you may write your aspiration, and it may not be apparent di dalam tu, but you may also di dalam conversation you, di dalam interview tu, you may say that remember when you talk about how company vision tu sangat align dengan you, so you may say that I actually wrote about this in my blog or in my LinkedIn post. So janganlah kata dalam resume tu I value time management, I am hardworking, independent, analytical, tapi suruh datang pukul 9:05 juga dia datang. So that's going against your personal brand. Simple things like that. Okay, so it may not be apparent because the personal brand is something that people have to experience you. That makes it better. You can tell I am so pretty, I'm so beautiful, tapi okay, I'm on time watch for example, tapi tak timing tu asyik off je. I am a person with high critical thinking, tapi cannot put 2 and 2 together. It's kind of mismatch. Faham? Okay. All right. Good. Very good question. Tough ones. Okay. So we have come to the end of
We
our
have
session.
one more question from the participant from the chat box.
Okay.
From Amira. Adakah kita perlu bawa sertifikat kita since sekolah rendah or just 5 years ago?
Oh God, that is a very, very good question. No. You dah masuk universiti, bawa sijil universiti sahaja, tak payah cerita. I pernah dapat kandidat yang bawa dia punya sijil kindergarten. No. No. Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it for today.
Terima kasih Puan Hania Zaif Bolenda atas perkongsian tersebut. Semoga segala kongsian dan tips, siap bagi bonus tips lagi, dapat menambah ilmu dan membantu para peserta dalam melangkah ke alam pekerjaan. Sebelum program berakhir, kami memohon jasa baik para peserta untuk membuka kamera bagi menyempurnakan sesi bergambar.
Siapa ambil gambar?
Saya.
Okay, print screen
Yes.
Okay, I will start recording now.